As I said, everything that's good comes through pain. And most people want to be comfortable instead of go through pain.
That's all Pootie saying did. They said, bro, say whatever you want. Tip it tie on it, tip it tie. It's a
It
pleasure.
don't feel like it, but okay.
Oh, no.
Rolling.
We are rolling.
Good.
Sure.
Get your little intro in.
I'm getting my
Now I gotta produce this shit.
No, you don't.
Get your little intro in.
We
Not
in
your
here.
real intro.
Another edition of Movies and Models. I'm your boy KP. Thank y'all for joining us. As usual, we got my guy B More in the building. What's up, B More?
I'm good. I'm ready. I'm hyped up now.
We juiced up now.
I'm juiced.
Let me tell y'all why.
I'm juiced.
Okay, we done had our ass handed to us from a legend, a genius,
I want to be a legend.
a show-running king, a producing guru, an inspiration. Nile Evans is in the building.
That's making me feel a little better right
That's
now.
just a little bit. I mean, that's how we
At
feel.
12:26 when we started, let's
Okay.
just, if we get we'll get close-ups and interior shots later.
They coming.
Yes,
They,
sir.
About it,
they
we'll
go,
get
we're
all
gonna have
that.
them to cut to. What's
We'll
up,
get
sir?
all that, yeah.
Thank you, man.
You good?
Man.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Are you
It's
all
a
right?
pleasure to have you.
It is a
It
pleasure.
don't feel like it, but okay.
Oh, no,
It don't feel like it.
You want to drink? We know we out. We if you had a
You are
drink,
out?
We out, but you don't drink this early in the morning anyway.
I drink whenever I want to drink. It's,
Oh, you do?
It's past
If
noon.
Will Smith was here, you would
I
have
was
had that
supposed to be
cognac ready.
here at, what? You would have had his rider. You would have asked for his rider.
Will don't drink like that on certain days.
Why you
That's how I
don't?
do it. I don't know. It's a thing I know though. I know he don't.
That's a
drink
lie. That's a whole lie. It's past noon. Will can drink when he want to. I know I was supposed to be here at noon. What time y'all get here?
We get at noon. At
Little
noon.
five-
No,
like
noon-ish?
5 minutes late.
Noon-ish?
A little 5 minutes
Noon
late.
05.
Noonish?
Noon
Listen,
05.
all you guys are doing is motivating
So-
me to
so-
get my
so-
star up so that I could be worthy
And now
enough
let
of
me
being
ask you
on
that,
time.
because that's a great thing when it comes to timing. How do you handle people being late on one of your sets? And give me the name like the set and like what? How do you handle?
Like on Wildin' Out, if you are late and you come into my workshop or whatever it is late, you have to, anybody, a cast member, if you're a cast member and you're late, which we've flown you in, put you in a hotel, so that, and then in the hotel lobby is where we're gonna have this workshop and you can't be there on time, you have to walk into a room of about 35 people and you have to apologize to everybody. And you have to apologize to them in a different way because it's an improv show. So you cannot repeat your apology. And they have to be very, as loud as you walked in late, you need to be
Gotta get
loud the
creative
same
with
way. Ask Lovely Mimi, ask anybody, B Simone, all of them, it don't matter. You come in late. If you're not DC Young Fly coming in late and you done gave me some great moments on TV,
Yeah.
I might let DC slide.
He
but
can
Okay.
slide now, but it took him some years before
Oh,
he
boy.
can slide.
Yeah.
Nah, like nobody is
And no one's against that.
no.
No one's like, look, man, I'm late. Look, hey, everybody, look,
You
I'm sorry.
can be.
I got one big one. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm not in the
You
mood.
can be against whatever you want, and you can be against getting on that plane and going home. We have like 30 cast members. Like we don't need you there.
Yeah.
Like we not stressed for people. Like we put
Your
the next man
replacements
in. We
is,
got
like, literally
it's a
right
team. It's
here.
like the Lakers.
Yeah.
If Luka don't want to show up today, we got somebody.
Now you tripping.
That's what it is.
We don't got another Luka.
Now it's getting crazy. I was with you up until the end. Now.
Listen.
Now,
Okay.
if
Luka don't show up, somebody
if Bronny
got
don't
to
want to
play.
show up.
Somebody, I mean, true. Austin Reeves will.
Y'all know Bronny hated it.
No, we love
Y'all
Bronny.
never. I bet you would have been on time for LeBron if he was coming.
Come on. That's
You would have
not-
had his shoes
I saw
on and
Glorious.
everything.
Oh,
That's our
yeah.
glorious
That's
king.
crazy.
That's our
Nah.
glorious
I
king.
mean, it don't feel like it the way y'all Bronny.
No, no.
Y'all need to.
Let me-
Bronny, what did he get? 39 the other night.
Be balling, bro.
It was
We
G League.
love
but
Bronny.
not-
So
We love Bronny.
Don't sound
we
like
get,
it.
We get into arguments with our homie who doesn't love Bronny. I want you to see our group chat. It's ridiculous.
Didn't feel
the
like
amount
it.
of hate that he gets. But let me ask you a couple
Yeah.
little quick little teaser questions,
Come on
man. Favorite childhood snack?
Favorite childhood snack, toast,
Toast.
cinnamon toast.
Okay.
Cinnamon toast.
Oh,
Cinnamon toast, a lot of
That's a
butter.
classic.
Nope, just old school. You put it in the bottom of the
Yeah,
stove with
yeah.
the broiler. You put some butter down. You hit it with a little bit of sugar. And
Yeah.
You hit a little cinnamon. You throw it off
Man,
in
I
there for
forgot
about.
about that.
Oh yeah,
I never did
Yeah,
that.
You never did the broiler cinnamon toast?
I never did that.
yeah.
on.
Nah, he had like Pop-Tarts. It was rich.
Yeah, we had that.
Yeah, see,
I thought-
y'all was
That's
highfalutin.
Everybody had Pop-Tarts?
bruh, if you was white or rich,
Man, okay.
there ain't no Pop-Tarts in the hood. We heard about them.
From where? What city?
I'm South Central.
Oh, you was off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every
He from
movie
LA.
I've seen.
Yeah.
Was
all
LA, LA.
That's where I grew up. I grew up
And it was
with
like that back then.
Colors and Boys
South
in the
Central,
Hood and
Boys in
South
the
Central, all
Hood.
that. I lived in that. And it was 10 times worse than what y'all know about.
Okay, I was wondering. Okay.
We asked people that too, like it's because for moving, we're from Detroit.
Mm.
Like moving out from Detroit, when we watch the movies, it seems scary.
Seems scary.
We're from Detroit, which is
Oh,
Detroit
no.
is scary too.
It's 10 times. It was 10 times. The 80s were 10 times. Like now, it's just lore about gang violence
Okay.
and all
It's
that.
not.
Like,
It's not like it is.
some dudes is in jail. They come out and they do podcasts. Like to me, I
Mm-hmm.
go like, how gangbanging?
Turn
How
into
you
podcast.
do
And people be listening
Turn
to
into
it.
How,
content
does
creators.
how do I know your name, your street name, and you're on a podcast?
Yeah.
Every week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They
That's
entertainers
crazy. And you
now.
Yep.
wonder why you going to jail and
Yep.
people snitching?
I just saw that. So,
That's
yep.
crazy work to me.
Yeah.
That would have never happened in the 80s. But
They wouldn't have made it to the podcast.
no, I mean, maybe they would have because people chase fame.
Now-
People want to
now
make a
especially.
name for themselves. And I go, that to me goes against the whole code.
The code of the,
of gang
code of
banging.
the streets.
Not that I'm a gangbanger, not that I'm affiliated with any of that. But to me, it, you know what they say, it sounds weird.
Yeah.
It's weird to me. That fools is just out here telling their stories. And
Right. Humbly, too.
To Adam
Yeah.
22.
Adam 22
To the
is
what?
glad. You
To
know what I'm
the,
saying?
nothing against Adam 22, but
Yeah.
y'all to
Yeah.
the what?
Of all people you want to tell it to, anybody
that's
you
it.
couldn't wait. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's
like
weird
CIA.
business to me. But you know what? That shout out to Adam 22. He made a
made a
business.
lane.
He made a lane. He figured it out, and he got them niggas to talk.
Oh, yeah, they talking and fucking up. Worst movie you've seen?
That's a
Give
new
me
one.
one.
You ain't never asked.
That's
that.
know, I'm gonna
crazy.
ask you,
That's
what's one of the
crazy
worst
because
you've
the
seen?
first thing I thought of was something with Bokeem Woodbine. I don't know what movie, but every movie I not that I don't like Bokeem Woodbine, but every bad movie that I've seen has
was in
been
it.
like, just in my head from back in the day, I was like, oh man, I paid money for this movie and it was terrible. But I do like Bokeem Woodbine as an actor. I just
not
think
so much
he's
that
just
he's
so
in.
stiff.
Yeah,
And
okay.
but for some reason that name association, now I gotta fight Bokeem Woodbine.
Yeah, that's
I don't
fucked
wanna-
up. That's fucked up.
I don't know him, but I don't want to. I
Yeah.
don't want no smoke with you, Bokeem.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
been
Just
a couple of
pick
movies
better movies.
that in my head I go. The first time when you said it, the first thing that came into my mind was me being on a date and being like, "Damn, this movie's terrible," and it was Bokeem Woodbine. But he had a run for a
Yeah.
minute. He had a cold run for him.
Yeah.
I'm trying to clean it up because I don't
Too late.
like.
Too late. Brandon was one of
I'm
the first
outside
movies
right
I can't
now.
even think of one. I'm like, you put me on the spot with the movie.
Oh, because he didn't pre-produce this for you.
No, I like
He
it.
He didn't let you know as a pop-up.
question.
He
That's
didn't,
what
Pop-up
they do.
he didn't
That's what
send
they
me.
do.
He didn't send
Pop-up
me these
question.
So
questions.
you know
You know
what?
what I mean?
What we'll do is we'll dip to black because we're gonna have to come back when he has an answer. 'Cause
Oh,
this
yeah.
gonna
Yeah,
take
you gonna
a
have to
minute.
come back
He
to
gonna-
me on that.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Pootie Tang.
Pootie Tang.
That's a good one.
Pootie Tang.
good one.
I don't
But-
know why
So you're
y'all
saying
like
you
Pootie
don't
Tang.
love Pootie
you don't
Tang.
like Chris Rock?
I love Chris Rock.
People love Pootie Tang. That's
feel
like
like
one
People
of the
do love Pootie
classics
Tang,
to
but for
people.
me, I'm gonna give you that, or like the Human Centipede. Them like these movies are like I don't understand
Yeah.
how
Something
they
like,
were
something
movies,
like
bro.
Sharknado or something like that.
Norbit might be another one for me. I don't like
Ooh,
Norbit.
People like those.
You know what? I didn't like Norbit, but it was funny. There were some funny
There were
moments.
funny moments.
To watch Eddie work is crazy. So there were some very funny moments in Norbit, but I agree with you on the Pootie Tang. I never understood
That's what I'm
the
saying,
allure.
bro. They'll never.
But then I don't
The way you was
smoke
talking about
weed.
rap, the way you was talking about how rappers talk, that's all Pootie Tang did. They said, bro, say whatever you want. Tip it tie on it, tip it tie.
But you
That
know
shit
what?
is dumb.
If I
What?
got high and I don't,
No.
I probably would have got it. But there's
That ain't
some
gonna
movies
save
that are just for the high culture of like, what was the Dave Chappelle movie back in the day?
Half-Baked.
Half-Baked. I didn't like that.
Classic. And it's on. He didn't
classic.
even.
And
he
it
hasn't
might
even
be
done that many movies.
But I just go like, I laughed at a couple
Yeah,
moments,
and
but
I'm not a stoner.
that
either,
wasn't
so-
my thing. And
Did you like How High? Since you're not a smoker, what about How High?
the first one,
There was two.
How? Yeah. Yeah.
which one did you see?
The first one, How High? Method and Red.
I think
Yeah,
they did
yeah,
make
but
a
then they
second
did a second one with DC Young Fly.
Yeah.
So they did a second version of it
I
for
definitely
MTV.
didn't see that one. Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
see-
cool.
I saw
The first
that
one is
one.
classic, though.
The first one is pure classic. But that was the first time, like, you got to realize I come from that era of we didn't see ourselves in movies a lot. Mm-hmm. So for us to see just any movie with rappers and it was kind of funny, it was like, oh man, hell yeah, we love that shit because that's just, we didn't see much of that. You know what I mean? So, but it was a fun movie. When you look back at it now, you go like, man, I would never watch that movie. But I wanted to see Meth and Red in a movie, and I knew they were fun and funny together, and they did the damn thing, and it was funny at the time because we were so thirsty for anything that looked like us in the business.
And they were already big stars, so to see the both of them together and doing something.
Yeah, that was love dope. Friday though, right?
I mean,
it's from LA.
It's undeniable. Friday is classic. I probably know every word. You know, Friday is undeniable classic for a lifetime. You know, I just wonder how is it going to hold up 5 years from now?
I think because it's still holding right now. It's one of the most
because we're still alive. Because we're still alive. Our generation. One, like, my kids might watch it and be like, because it's a simple ass movie.
Yeah.
Now they're used to so much.
Are you looking forward to them doing the new one? Last Friday, Q about to do another one.
No. Yeah, he talked about it on when he came to do the other show. We Got Time Today, and I was like, I think I'm cool with it, but I just go like, just let's not ruin a classic. But even though they've done other versions of it, like I go, I don't know. I think
we still need it, kind of.
Do we need, like, is it gonna be better?
It's not going to be better.
It can't be better.
It's because some things you just can't. Some things are like lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
With some films and some shows, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
It's just and for some things they try to reenact that, and it doesn't work out. Like an example, I don't know if you saw Coming to America 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to see that again.
In my life, that should have been the movie I should have picked.
That'd have been a good one.
That should have been the one, yo.
That'd have been a good one.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I mean, it was the cool part about that was there's a bunch of Easter eggs from the first movie, which that's what you really want to look for. Is like, oh, that was the dude from.
Absolutely.
He's still alive. But like in Friday, like Bernie's gone. You know, John Witherspoon's gone. Ezell is gone. Yep. Like you go like Debo's gone. Like
the main hitters,
the main dudes is up out of here. So how do you even?
And then Chris Tucker don't want to do it.
Chris Tucker don't want to do it, and
he might not even be the same. You want him to go into Smokey, but he can't even. You know.
Am I gonna go support Ice Cube?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. In a heartbeat.
You know, if I get a premiere ticket, but I don't know. I might wait for that thing to come on TV.
Oh man.
You know, I might wait for that Netflix hit one time.
And
you know,
you sound like the homie. That's how he is.
You know, but I don't know if they're gonna get me for $17.50 at the box office.
I get it.
You know,
I get it.
That's a tough one.
I get it.
$17.50 is strong right now. You know,
it's more than that.
I mean, if it's two people.
Yeah, then I was about to say, then you gotta take your family.
Yeah, don't buy no popcorn.
Amira, come on in. Join us while we on our teaser questions. Mm-hmm. Your life is on the line.
Yes.
Okay? It's on the line.
Mm-hmm. Do I have
gun to your head?
Okay, I don't have my guns with me.
You don't have you have nothing.
I have nothing today.
Okay, you have to choose a comedian and an actor combo that could make this gunman laugh. Who are you choosing? A comedian and an actor combo.
Come on in.
Denzel and Kevin Hart.
Denzel and Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Denzel funny?
How you doing?
Okay.
Denzel can be funny, but I need a straight man and you need a combo.
Yeah.
It can't just be two funnies.
Absolutely.
It's gotta be Denzeling.
Yes.
And then Kevin Harting.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So you gotta have that balance to me.
That gonna be like, you know what, man? Y'all get on up out of here.
Yeah.
Y'all get on. You got me.
It's gotta be fun. It's gotta be fun like that. That's
life is on the line. I need two people. I'm gonna go with Eddie Murphy from the 80s.
Damn, okay.
Damn. 80s Eddie Murphy. Not,
you gotta be
not
specific.
Nutty Professor.
He hit.
Gotta be specific.
Okay, 80s, 90s. Okay.
Because he started getting clean. He's like not clean, but like a cleaner version of Eddie.
Okay.
Raunchy Eddie was probably crazy back then.
I need a little bit of edge to him. And then give me like Zendaya.
Wow, you gonna put your life in Zendaya's hands?
I would never.
Hey,
Interesting.
you need
She
someone.
not even.
That's
money,
a call.
Bro. He gone.
What you mean?
You up? You
I need
up
to
out
make,
of
I
here.
need to make
You
You up out
everybody.
of here.
You go.
I need to
up
make
out.
everybody laugh.
You need to make this gunman laugh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the finesse of the woman that's beautiful.
You out of here.
And the
Go.
charm.
Go.
and
Go.
80s Eddie and
Yeah.
80s Eddie go. Yeah, he up
Yeah.
out of here. He up
Yeah.
outta
Eddie's gonna get shot first.
here.
And then what do you have?
Me and
Done
Zendaya.
At least Denzel will be like this. Hold on,
Yeah.
damn it. Hold on.
With a great monologue to calm
Something.
it down.
Let me tell you something
Yeah.
here, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, also just joining us, Amira from 90 Day Fiancé is in the building.
Hi.
Hey.
Thank you for
We doing
having
rapid
me.
fire quick? Well, thank you. You made it. Yo, we gonna give her
I did.
the late speech too.
That's
Thank you
y'all.
for
That's
your
y'all.
time.
That's
Yeah,
y'all.
you gotta hit
That's
her with
y'all.
the same energy.
That's y'all.
Apologize
That's y'all.
to everybody.
Rappers, let me real quick for you. Favorite karaoke song?
I don't do karaoke.
Okay. Some told me you might not. You might not.
You've
do
never
that. You have a
tried
favorite
karaoke?
childhood snack? Where'd you come from too? Like where'd you originate from?
I'm French.
French.
Yeah, I was born and raised in France, but my mom is French, my dad is from Egypt. So yeah, mixed.
That's a combo.
Yes, that is a
So she's
combo.
black?
Well,
I,
ish. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, do you have
Egypt, it don't get no blacker than Egypt.
it's Africa. It's,
It's
part of
Africa.
Yeah.
It's the motherland.
You right.
Okay.
Touche.
Yes.
So she can say the N word.
Oh, it's getting crazy.
She wants to.
It's getting crazy. Do you have a favorite childhood snack from back then?
A favorite song?
Snack.
Snack? Oh, I love everything sweet. I love chocolate.
Well, growing up, what was like one of the favorites? Like from.
I love chocolate, croissant, stuff like that. I cannot do it without it.
Oh, question.
I
Can you
need
say-
that
can
in
you
my
say
life.
something?
Sis,
Can you say it like that?
Croissant is all you get out of me.
Croissant.
Croissant.
I live
Gotta
for
come
that.
Song.
Croissant.
Ah!
Croissant. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna give you
Not
one
croissant, man. I'm just gonna have some croissants.
more. Oh, you know what? This for you. This was one of my favorite questions. A fictional character that you want to have dinner with, and I'm gonna keep it moving after
A
that.
fictional character that I would love to have dinner with. Wow, that's a doozy.
Yeah.
A
It could
fictional
be
character.
Whatever.
We were talking about Denzel. It's funny because I was thinking of Jesus Shuttleworth's daddy. I don't know why I thought about that. I don't know why I thought
I don't know why.
about
That's-
Jake
that's
Jake Shuttlesworth.
Jake, so you remember his name
Jake.
too. Jake Shuttleworth, dinner with him. What would y'all talk about?
I don't know, but I don't know. We talking about.
He was a cold piece
He
in
had
that
just
thing.
got he had
too.
just got out of prison
He just got out of jail,
and
he was back out on the streets.
he was just trying to get
And
his
Jake,
son
let me-
tight.
He was
Jake,
trying to
let's
get
go-
his son right.
Yeah.
You know,
He
nothing
was-
wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's
You
nothing. That would be solid.
Man.
You
Maybe-
know
maybe
the
Jake
show
Shuttleworth.
911? You
Yeah.
know the cop,
Angela Bassett's
Angela
character?
Bassett? Yeah, I would have dinner with her. She's my inspiration. I'm trying to join LAPD right now
Oh.
because of her. She's a strong woman. She's not scared of anything.
Nice.
And that's what I want to be.
You know, you could just be an actor.
I
Like
can
her.
do that too.
'Cause that
but
would
like,
be
why would I
safer.
have to choose? I can be both.
Yeah.
I'm a woman. I don't have any limits.
You are correct. I like that.
Can't argue that.
Angela Bassett and yeah.
Okay, going to
911.
LAPD. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't know how that process works, but I know, you know.
It's a long
tough.
process.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brandon, let's get the Hollywood hot seat, man. Let's go on to that.
Hollywood hot seat. We have. Oh, we were just talking about this too.
We just
Remakes.
were.
How we feel about remakes? Because we were talking about Snow White this week that just opened in the box office.
Trash.
And how it's doing terrible. And we were just talking about Coming to America 2 and a Friday remake. Our remakes and sequels. Like, is Hollywood doing too much with all the remakes and sequels and just
Yeah.
like?
How do you feel
That's
about
the
this?
question, really.
Especially
How
from
do you
you
feel
from a
about it?
production end. And
I feel like they're capitalizing off of the success of something old, and they're going, this is a reliable franchise that makes sense. So they're doing it with the kids.
So just
Will Smith and
originality?
Willow and all them, and everybody's kids, Bronny, and they're doing it with all the kids. They've been doing it. All
They
the
said,
Kardashians
Screw
and all
making
the
new stars. Let's just
they're not
remake
making.
the old
Let's
stars.
just remix what we already have, and so that's been the trend for the last 20 years. Is like
And my thing is, so when does that come to an end? When when, as a consumer and as a viewer, are we going to get tired of that? And
When the
want
generation
original
dies
content
off,
again?
the generation has to die off.
Us.
Yep.
So once we gone,
We
you
gotta
can't
die.
keep the same. They can't keep
Man,
it the
they'll
same.
probably
IP.
no, they still gonna do it. You think they're not gonna do the Wizard of Oz the third time?
Or Star Wars.
Or Star Wars? They're
will
gonna keep
going.
they're gonna keep building upon franchises that are proven because they don't have to. They don't. It's riskier to think about something new than to go, oh, they already have a familiarity with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you already got an audience that has a base, like, don't run away from it if it's profitable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't run from the money.
Yeah.
Run towards it.
What do you think, Amira? You big on
I feel
sequels?
like, is it still as inspiring though? If we already know what to expect,
Well,
the impact is not as strong.
It's a good. That's yeah.
what would you say about Wicked though?
Let me tell you something. I love Wicked.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Everybody knows here, Wicked is my favorite movie of 2024.
They're gonna
So-
tell that story again and again.
they're gonna tell that story and remix that story, and the way they did it was, I mean, it was different. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
You like Wicked, right?
I did. It was just long as hell, and I didn't know it was gonna be that long.
was
I didn't
only
know it was
half
gonna be a 3-day movie.
It wasn't that. It didn't even.
I need to
feel,
bring
it was
a
so, it didn't
sleeping
even
bag.
feel. Okay, come on. It
were-
didn't even feel that long. Wicked ended. I was like, damn, give me more.
I walked out the first time. We
'Cause
we
it
caught a
ended on
late
bad
show.
cliffhanger.
Oh,
Give me more.
that's right.
I mean, Cynthia Erivo is amazing. Like, she's amazing, and I love her, and I can listen to her sing all day long.
Did you
but
know she could sing like that?
I didn't.
I
I
was
didn't either.
surprised.
That's why it was even more breathtaking for me when I watched the movie. Because I'm like, okay, I know Ariana, I know what she can do. Cynthia, I know of her, but I'm not a big Broadway buff, so I'd never heard her sing or anything. But when she hit us with that, The Wizard and I, right out the gate, I said, oh,
Yeah.
yowzers, what do we
Yeah.
have here?
For real,
Patrick, this is phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know?
That was crazy.
Speaking with, not shifting gears, but what are your favorite genres? What is your favorite genre of film or TV? And then what's the last movie you've seen in theaters? But I asked you that, so.
Wicked was the last movie I saw in theaters.
Okay.
But comedy, I'm a comedy guy. Like, I
already
just
knew.
love comedy.
And you, drama is your thing. Or thriller. Because 911 is like a thriller, huh?
Yeah, that's true.
So you like thrillers?
Yeah, I feel like my life is a thriller already.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, do tell.
Right. What?
Let's dig in.
I
do you
thought it
mean
was
by
a
that?
comedy, but maybe it's a thriller.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, you got a stalker?
Yeah, what's that
I mean, I like it because there's always action, you know. Like I don't want to be bored.
So what happens to make your life a thriller, though? Like what?
What kind of action are you involved in?
A lot of action. I got detained in Mexico.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I got detained. I got locked up in a cell for 3 days.
In Mexico? For what? What
Yeah,
you
you don't
do?
want to be detained in Mexico, trust
But
me.
what did you do?
I believe you.
I didn't do anything.
No,
that's the
no,
thing.
no.
But it was during COVID, and nobody was traveling, and I was traveling, and
What you traveling to do? You know you're not supposed to be traveling during
yeah,
COVID.
yeah, it's
And you're
was-
from out the country.
That was the best
Exactly.
time to travel. Quiet as kept. What?
Yeah.
Nobody
And
was
you
on
know,
the
it's
plane.
I was
all
at Noble Hotel. Was nobody there. We was chilling. Best time travel. Anyway, I'm sorry. How did you get locked up?
I was engaged to my ex-fiancé at the time, and he was like pushing me to travel because I had my visa to come to the US, and that stuff comes with an expiration date, and I got it right during COVID, so he pushed me to travel, and I was not feeling it, but at that time, I was not aware of my strength as a woman, and I was not like standing my ground. So I did it when I had a bad gut feeling, and
This was a 90-day fiancé guy.
Yes,
Too, huh?
yes.
And I didn't watch. I've watched the show before, but I didn't watch your season. So he found you, and you said, "I'm gonna come hang with you," and y'all got married.
yeah, we were together for 2 years prior to that.
Oh, look at that! Look at love. You never
Mm,
seen that. That's
that's
love.
wow.
Yeah.
That's
And-
Normally, I
love.
see they just come right get into it, and
I
it's like a
still
little
want to
neck
know
dude.
And it's
You
a
seen
long
that?
why you
process,
got locked up.
Like, what was the
dancing.
reason that they?
Who did you
changed it?
fight?
Like, they never talked to me or anything, and then they claimed I came here with no passport when they put my passport back in the envelope too, and they put me back in a plane, but they locked me up for 3 days. I had nothing. I had no suitcase, no medicine, no watch. I didn't even know what time it was.
Was this at
whole
the
time.
airport?
Yeah, in the
Okay,
in
So
the
you
cell.
you landed and they said,
And then-
"Hey, we're gonna arrest you."
Yeah, they like come follow me, and then the next thing I know, I'm locked up in that cell, and I have no phone, nothing. And you know what? Deep down, I feel relieved.
Oh, okay.
Deep down, it's God saving me because I was not feeling it like meeting my ex at that time. I was not feeling it anymore. I was feeling safer being locked up than being with him. And so I know that's God having my back. So behind everything that
another time,
I'm just telling you that
Yeah.
sometimes you feel like you're going through it and it looks bad, but like when you take a step back, maybe it's a blessing. And like whenever you lose in life,
Yeah, I
when
agree
you
with
have
that.
time to think about it,
Yeah.
it was you winning.
You took
Yep.
the silver lining out
That's
of that.
right. That's it. No, that's smart. But you were in jail for a minute though.
Yes, I
That's
was.
crazy work.
But
that
that saved me, you know.
And now you want to be LAPD.
Yeah.
So you can
And
walk
now
closer.
I'm here in the US and I came here by myself. No man brought me here. I don't owe that to anybody.
look at that.
Love that.
Yes.
Love that.
and-
Now we love
Round
strong
of applause
women.
on that.
Yeah. B, you want to add anything to the sequel joint, or I'm gonna go to this next one?
No, we can go to the next one, which is similar, but the films that came out 30 years ago, do we feel like they would still hold up today?
I'll name the top 5 that turned 30 this year. The Lion King, the animated.
Oh, I
No,
didn't see it.
No,
I tried
you
to.
never seen the Lion King? It's great.
I did. No, I tried to put my kids onto it. I was like, yo, let's watch this cartoon. They were like, bruh.
Really?
Yeah, my kids were not interested.
Ty loves The Lion King, but she doesn't like the new Lion, the Mufasa joint. She hates that one.
But with the animated one, with the anime,
the
she
original
loves
Lion
the original.
Yeah.
So you think it would stand the test like today if it came out like that,
Like remastered.
remastered?
I don't know if it will because like Disney
Kids are so different
Disney
now,
killing
bro.
it with like
That's what I'm
they've-
saying.
They've upgraded.
Kids are so
They've
different.
upgraded, yeah.
Disney is
They'd be like, what's up with this slow animation, daddy?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
they got Coco.
You know,
they
like we
got,
we were locked into the Lion King with that story and watching Simba overcome his adversity and go back to being. It was great.
yeah, the new Disney movies are just too good.
These kids are too sophisticated.
Yeah, they are. You can't fool them. Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump turns 30. Well, Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, yes.
Forrest Gump is a story.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's not it's a period piece. So I think it still works. I think you could pull off a Forrest Gump. It's just an endearing story of fatherhood. I mean, not fatherhood, but a son, his mama, and
What is this? What is
Yeah,
this?
what is this?
it was a story about
Never
his
seen
journey.
Forrest Gump?
About
Yeah,
overcoming
but-
adversity through your whole life.
Yeah, everything. He just through each little era just kept winning.
He never had any issues. He literally
He championed
he
he had a lot of
he
issues.
was
He
on-
championed them.
His mental was his only issue. I feel. What?
That's a
Country, why you
big
make that
issue.
Well,
face?
his mental was
His
he
mental
was
was
always
issue.
positive.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
But when I say issues, his mental because he was a little slower. We can agree.
Yep.
But as soon as Forrest broke them things, got the running, the rest of his life was great.
Yeah. He
And
he-
it's about
It was
killing.
good. Yeah, I think he changed the people around him.
Yeah, it's about
Yes.
killing
I
mean,
people
yes.
with kindness.
Changed, and then he was
He's
like the
killing
positive
people
one.
with kindness.
He was
That's what he
always-
does.
He was
Yeah.
always the end of the movie for us. Like he was the guy who already changed.
Yes.
He was always positive, and it was the people around him he affected.
Yeah, but I mean, he was a
Yeah.
football star. Didn't he end up
he did everything.
Army? Yeah.
He didn't lose.
He never lost. That's what I'm
I
like.
mean, he lost Jenny a couple
Jenny.
times, but he
Jenny
still got a
biggest
kid
whore
by her.
bag of all time.
He got him a good
I would
kid
like
out
to
of
see
that.
the female version of him, though.
You want to see that?
I want to see.
It would not be the
Okay.
same.
Yeah, it will not be the same. It
It
would
would
be
not.
interesting.
It would. You
Maybe.
can try it. This day and age, we'll see.
It's about women empowerment. We're in 2025. Like, I want to see a woman
You want
like
a Warren Forrest Gump?
killing the world with kindness and thriving on top of it.
See, I think
We deserve
I think
it.
women do that all the time.
In there every
Yeah,
day.
In there
that's
every day.
true.
I think we see a lot of that.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know
look
what
at
I
you. Don't
mean?
get the women supporters now.
I just, I
Go
just
and
feel-
go and spice them
I
up.
do.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's a far cry from what women do for us in our daily. To me,
Okay.
is I think that that's part of who they
That's
are.
part of our
They're
power.
already champions.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, on the other hand, we're trash. We're trash. We're trash juice.
All right, last two. Pulp
Especially the
Fiction.
ones that don't show up on time.
Oh, well, listen, touche. Pulp Fiction.
Are we wrapped yet? It's 12:55. I don't know. I didn't know.
We
my
got,
fault.
we got you for the long haul.
Okay.
All day he with
I
us.
didn't know. I didn't know if I had anything else to do.
No.
that was pressing.
You got to
That's
clear
all.
for us, everybody. Pulp Fiction and Shawshank Redemption. Those two. What do you
Pulp
think?
Fiction, absolutely. I will never go against Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Shawshank,
Probably
brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Have you seen
Have you
Pulp
seen
Fiction?
Pulp Fiction?
No.
You like Quentin Tarantino?
No.
You don't like Quentin Tarantino? What do you think, Patrick?
I love all his stuff.
So with
But
Pulp Fiction
Shawshank is
today-
one of my very favorite movies.
Yeah.
So you think both of those movies, if those were released today for
Like Shawshank
this generation?
bombed when they released it. It's got a terrible name.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
bombed. When USA or TNT brought it,
It
that's
didn't
when we
do
all
well,
learned
yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Terrible name.
Shawshank is
Yeah.
a classic.
It's
Yeah,
a
it
classic.
is. It's a
I went
classic.
to Zawataneo a couple years ago with my wife. Yeah,
Really?
Ziwa. It's a great place to go, but it doesn't look like the end of the movie.
I
Maybe
bet.
in Zawataneo.
Okay, those movies. What else we got, B? Or let's
That's it, really.
yeah, I agree. Because I don't, that fitness influencer trending thing, I'm not really pressed about that. I'm sure you've probably seen that. The one, the fitness influencer that went viral.
The fitness influencer that went viral.
Yeah, there was you've seen the parodies of the routine, the morning routine. You have to be.
Yeah, the
seeing
buff dude. Who's,
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I don't- what is that? Because I can't sit for 2 minutes.
It's
and
nothing.
watch
that. It's
that.
nothing.
Yeah, I'm like, what is he
just
doing but
asking
being
you.
buff with his shirt off?
He's just showing his morning routine.
Showing his morning routine and went super. It was an unrealistic morning routine that went super viral. and
Yeah,
sparked
it's like he
controversy.
took half the morning doing all that
Yep,
shit.
he did. Doing nothing though. It was
Because
really nothing.
I only saw it in clips. It was like morning routine. I watched the first. He was brushing his teeth. I was like, we're gonna watch him brush all his teeth.
That's exactly what happened.
That was too much.
Give me from you. Let's move on over a little bit now. From the beginning. We don't gotta go all the way to the beginning, but did you know that getting into production was always in the cards for you, and then how did you transition to that?
Yeah. When I was 12, my uncle took me to see Do the Right Thing, and I was like, I want to be Spike Lee. So I was
Serious?
12. Yep. I remember he took me to see Do the Right Thing. I was 12, and Spike Lee was going to be at Samuel French Bookstore, which was a writer's bookstore it was on Hollywood, I believe. And I rode the bus, 54th and Wilton, rode the bus, and I stood in line for him to sign my book. And I was like, this is what I want to do. And the funny thing is my uncle, Bentley, who you had on the show, he didn't even know I was going to be there that day. And he showed up, him and Martin Lawrence, because Martin was in the movie. He showed up. He's the one that took me home.
Great
Yeah.
experience.
But yeah, I knew that was, I didn't know exactly, like, exactly what I was like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And then when Bentley got into it, it was just like, oh, I see somebody who's actually doing it that I know.
Yeah.
And then from there, what was the next step that you took that was like, okay, this is a big step towards becoming this?
Oh, I did the dumb shit and went to college.
Is
Oh
that
yeah,
dumb?
we did that dumb
Yeah,
thing
it's
too.
fucking dumb.
We all did that.
That was a fucking waste of time.
Damn.
How often
Why,
you
though?
use it? You got student loans?
I don't.
You don't? Did you?
I had a
scholarship?
little bit. I had scholarships.
Okay, cool. So if you do have student loans?
I had a little bit. I don't anymore.
Okay, cool. And most people are not using their degree for shit.
At all.
And it's so expensive here to study. Oh my
It's
god!
crazy.
In France, it's free.
See,
Oh, see?
why we
Yeah.
not in
France is free. Okay.
France is
And you
free.
want to
France
come
is
here?
free, it's crazy.
fuck
And you
no.
want
Yeah.
to be here.
I want to live
With
my
our
American
educational
dream.
system is
Yeah.
trash right now.
So, I mean, I went to college and then I played ball for a couple years and then I was like, this ain't really it. And then I couldn't go back to school because they weren't paying for my education after I quit ball. And then I called my uncle and he was like, look, I can pay for you to finish school or you can come work on the Jamie Foxx show. And I was like,
Well, I think
Come work on the
I'll
Jamie
go
Foxx
over
show.
here.
I mean, it was a big decision. It was like, you in college, I got enough money to help you finish if you want to.
Right.
But is that what you really want or is that what your mom wants?
Yeah.
And then, but that was, growing up in those times, that was the pathway to money.
Yep.
Was
That's all
to
we
have a
knew.
degree.
Get a degree.
And now I told my son, I was like, man, I gotta go to college for what? That's stupid. That's a waste of time.
So then, what are they striving for if you go into school as a student in middle school, high school?
What are you striving for now? Like, you could be a PA at 18 and be running the network by the time you're 28.
That's
like,
facts.
why
That's if
do
you want to go into production, though.
Well, any creative business, you don't need a degree for.
Mm-hmm.
You need a degree to work for people that
yes.
don't have a degree.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need a degree to start a business,
At all.
but you need a degree to work for that fool. That's crazy work.
Experience to me, I think, is more important than the actual degree. Because
It
coming
is.
out of college, we have the degree and we have some of the knowledge. But as soon as you hit on the first set, it's like, yo, I don't remember none of this. It's like you are relearning everything.
Most of the people, like, I don't use calculus.
I don't either.
The fuck am I going to use that for?
Yeah.
If I'm going to be an accountant,
Geometry and all that.
I don't need no
social stuff, all that. Yeah, you don't use
It's just obtuse, trilateral.
Yeah.
I don't use none of that dumb
Yeah.
shit.
It's like, do you want to be a follower or do you want to be a leader?
Yeah, you got to figure out what you want to do. And you know what? There are people that are supposed to be in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
We need McDonald's workers and Costco workers, and we need people in the middle, but everyone's not meant to win.
Yeah.
Everyone's not a winner.
No.
So you got to go, and what I just realized, I said, everything that's good comes through pain. And most people want to be comfortable instead of go through pain. They don't want to go, oh man, I got to be put in this uncomfortable situation so that I can thrive in it and be better. They go, I don't want the pain, so I'll just stay working at Costco for the rest of my life and not pursue my dream because I'm comfortable. And you need those people.
Yeah.
Those people mow my lawn. Those people do, and there's nothing wrong with someone who mows my lawn.
Right.
But I had a different thing that I wanted. And the people like Jeff Bezos, it's levels to all this shit. He had a dream, he chased his dream, he did his thing, and everyone's not gonna do that.
Yeah.
And so you just gotta figure out what that is for you. But school, that is, man, that's so that they can write more loans. You need how much credit you need to
Oh
get
my
a student
gosh,
loan?
Yeah, it's crazy.
How much credit you need to get a house though?
Right.
Business loan. But you could spend $100,000
Yep.
on an education at 18,
Yep.
no credit checks.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
So
You gonna pay that back.
Your first institution is debt.
Yeah.
And then what do they tell you? Then they tell you go buy a house, more debt. And then do you know why they give you? They want you to, and then you're gonna create more what? Taxpayers. So you're gonna go get in a house, and they give you an incentive. They say we're gonna lower your taxes when you have kids. Oh, you made us another taxpayer.
Yeah.
Thank you. The only way America makes money is through loans and debt. That's the only way. So if you understand the system, the first thing that they want you to do is go out and get an education, spend $100,000. Now you're in debt. Now you're going to pay us interest. Then what's the next thing? Go buy a house.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Pay us
It's
interest.
capitalism.
That's the only way money is generated, and most people don't know that. Money is only generated by loans.
And you think that's the old school way of doing things now because times have changed? Like you were saying,
Man,
you
you
skip
gotta
school.
you
now
gotta get
can't
out
even
of the
really
system.
Buy a house like that
the
right
people
now.
who step away from the system and figure out something different are the ones that win. Just like you, I think that anybody who is starting their own talk show or they're getting out of the system. Like you guys didn't take the same route. Like if to get on Wild 'N Out, now people are like, I don't need television. Television's the newspaper now. I don't need that shit no more.
That's crazy to even think that.
I don't
Somebody
need that
said,
no
what's
more.
MTV? I was
Yeah,
what?
this is what's on TV. They're like, what? These kids are like, what? What is that?
Yeah.
Like, kids don't read the newspaper?
No.
So
No, we don't.
that's what
No.
television is becoming. And I saw the new wave of what's going on in digital TV and what skits and shit that y'all were doing. And I was like, man, that's trash. That's not what we're doing. We're TV. And now it's going like this. Now these kids are like, man, like we would ask like Drewski and people, hey man, you want to be on Wild 'N Out? It used to be a thing like, oh, I'm getting on TV. They're like, why would I do that?
Yeah.
To make $1,500
Yeah.
an episode and you gonna yell at me?
Yeah. When I can do my own thing.
When I can
5
do my
minutes late,
own
make me
Make
apologize.
more.
Them days is over.
Yeah.
You gotta stick with the sign of the times. It's not that anymore.
Yeah.
So you gotta. Now I'm like, I'm trying to get out in the next 5 years. I don't know where this business is going, but I don't see myself a part of it.
Well, and speaking of Wild 'N Out, which is a classic and a sensation, and one of the things MTV is playing the most.
Yeah,
MTV plays Wild 'N Out the most.
Hey, y'all have 20 years of that?
Yeah, July will be our 20th anniversary.
It's been 20 years of Wild 'N Out.
Yeah,
Oh,
2005.
we watched all 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was the first cast members for that? Man, I gotta think about
Leonard
it.
Robinson, Cat Williams, Mikey Day,
Yep.
Taryn Killam,
Yep.
Rosika Mather,
Uh-huh.
Naima Funk.
Yeah.
They were all like first season. Corey Holcomb, those guys. D. Ray Davis.
Oh yeah.
These guys were
Sensation.
first
A
season.
lot of people came through.
Afion.
Yep.
A lot of people came.
You've seen Wild 'N Out. You've seen Wild 'N Out.
What does that mean?
She's not the demographic.
Touche. How did you come up with it?
I mean, it was Nick's idea. Nick said, he was in the comedy clubs and he was like, and he was on from Drumline and he had a buzz. So, we'd go to the comedy clubs and they'd be like, man, we need something, man. We got to do something.
Yeah.
And Nick was like, I'm going to create this platform where these young comics can get like a springboard, like in Living Color and Saturday Night Live. And so that was what he wanted to do. He didn't do it for himself. He did it for his homeboys.
Yeah.
To like live. Maybe it was like survivor's remorse, like
Yeah.
a little guilt, like, man, I got to do something for them. And he paved the way, and he created a lot of careers for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
You too.
I mean, to me, I feel like I'm probably, in my world, I'm the most successful person to come out of there for me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Because I go like, I thrived off that show. I built a career off of that show, and
it's built a lot of different models. It's built a lot of different entertainers.
Yeah.
It helped, with the social media buzz and aspect of things. Then guys were able to take it and do different city tours, things like that. Did you think it would become that when you were creating it, when you and Nick were in the lab,
Nah.
piecing certain things together? Did you think that 20 years later it'd still be airing and still doing sometimes, I think, new episodes still too?
Yeah, we're gonna air new episodes in September.
Look at that.
But I didn't. You got to realize when we started, it was 2005. There was no social media.
Wow.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Facebook didn't really we started the same year YouTube started.
Yep.
That was the inception. So there was no social media. There was no Facebook was new. I didn't get on Facebook till 2009.
Okay.
And so there was no Instagram or Twitter or none of that shit existed. So we didn't know. It was just, we have a TV show and it's on the air and people are loving it. And that's all we could. I remember the first time when Nick was like, yo, man, there's this thing called YouTube, man. Check it out. People are doing the songs from the show. And we was like, and I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
And I would assume people had to videotape the shit and somehow digitize it to get it uploaded on there. And I was just like, yo, this is crazy. That was the first time I saw that, they give you ratings, right? And they'd be like, yo, 1 million people watch. But you don't know what 1 million people looks like until you looked at YouTube and you saw 100 people doing this one song. You're going like, damn, these are little white kids in all these different areas, and this is crazy. Yeah. So it was.
That was viral. That's viral back then.
Yeah, that
was a thing.
That was a thing, and I'll never forget that. And I just go but then I start feeling old because I go damn, I was there when YouTube started.
You was there before.
I'm they're remember we used to listen to the radio?
Oh, but that's us too.
In the middle of the night.
That's us too.
We were at the beginning of YouTube.
We were at the beginning of YouTube as well. We went to the same college.
It was Dailymotion versus YouTube.
We were doing YouTube comedy skits and stuff for our, stuff for our fraternity back then before it was even a thing.
A thing, right?
Thing. And you don't even think that it's going to become as massive as it is today. People have their own shows.
You can't even imagine I go, wow, people have their own YouTube shows, and this is YouTube. There was how long ago did they start monetizing YouTube? That wasn't but 15 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
So that's a short amount of time where people could actually make money off of YouTube. And then the money started getting good.
It started getting real good.
It started getting real good. And I started looking at it going
That's what.
Oh man, these fools don't need this show no more.
That's what I'm about to say. These
fools don't need this show no more.
That's what I'm about to say. And that's why they, I heard a story. They were going to reboot Friends. They were planning on rebooting Friends, and they were looking to cast one of these social media creators.
YouTube creator, yeah.
And she turned it down.
Yeah.
Because she said she gets more views on her shit than what this show probably would do for her. And she makes more money on her stuff than what it does.
She getting 1 million views per video.
And for me, that's baffling because I'm like, but this is Friends.
No.
This is TV. This is what y'all are striving to be anyway.
That's the newspaper. Listen to me. It happens really fast, and it's really scary because you just go, we're getting older and things are speeding up and changing so fast. Because I remember watching your early videos and stuff, and I was like, man, this is fun, but are they making any money? And then it was like, down the line, I was like, oh, they are making money.
Yeah.
They are making money. And then I started feeling like, oh man, they don't need TV anymore. And this is what I have my educational background in, but that's going away.
But I feel like TV is such a strong way to leave a legacy, and that's what we want as creators and as artists. That's what we strive for.
Yeah.
And so sometimes we have to go with stuff that are priceless.
Yeah. That's true. And now those things, like TV shows will live forever, and that's it's dope. The only other thing is the internet doesn't make movie stars.
Exactly. That's what
they don't make movie stars.
I agree with you. It's
That's
kind of like
the
the same
thing.
conversation we were just having last week.
Last week we were saying how movie stars aren't as important anymore. And
or how they're not making as many.
They're not making as many, and they don't last as long. Like you have the stars that last. Maybe they have a 5-year run, then they make a new one, and then there's a new Michael B. and there's a new Aaron Pierre. There's a new
somebody
Damson or whatever.
Powell, Timothy.
But we're not going to the box office anymore.
Yeah.
Why won't you go?
Right.
Because
COVID,
it's gonna
movies.
And so we're in this weird transition to where it's like, oh, we're just gonna watch all these new stars and they're just gonna be TV stars because they're just gonna go on Netflix and they're gonna call them a movie. But it's not the same.
No.
Like I still come from an era where when you had to watch Martin, there was no like DVR. You had to be there on
real time.
You had to be there, so you had to rush home on a Thursday night at 8 o'clock, and if you missed it, you missed it.
And you would go to school the next day and have not seen it.
Yeah. I don't care. There's no event TV that I gotta watch anymore. Like the last, I watched the Mr. Beast games because I was into that for a minute.
Okay, yeah.
I like Mr. Beast, and I didn't know about him until I saw the games, and I was like, this is dope.
Beast?
I didn't. He's not on my radar. I'm an old head.
Yeah.
He's not on my radar. And people are like, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast. I'm like, I don't watch YouTube until I started watching YouTube all the time. Now all I watch is YouTube.
Damn, so they got you now. Now you don't do TV now. You on YouTube.
Here's why. I'm in a place where I want to learn.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to learn shit. I can't learn anything on TV, but I can learn about finance, crypto, how to do something, how to do anything.
It has everything. It's Google.
It has everything.
Google with visuals.
And I'm still enamored by it because I go, this didn't exist 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That's another reason why you don't need university.
I was just about to say another
for
reason.
what? You can learn anything on YouTube. What can you not learn on YouTube? Like,
Everything.
degree doesn't mean shit. Listen, I know plenty of motherfuckers with master's degrees, and I go, you don't make any money. Damn. You don't make no money. You got a master's degree. Ha ha, stupid.
Oh my God.
And you're still paying off these student loans that you're in default on, and now you can't buy a house.
Damn.
And I'm not saying dummy, but I am going, dummy. Why would I force my son to choose a path that is broken? That doesn't even make any sense anymore. Bro, if you want to, listen, you're going to go get a master's degree in business and be like, Dad, I want to be a actor. I want to work for you. I want to work on your TV show. Nigga, you could have did that at 18.
Yeah, you could have been doing that.
You could have did
14, 15, you could have been on these sets.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
But that's the wave now.
Yeah.
Can you take me back to the point? Okay, so you go from PA on the Jamie Foxx show, and then now you have Wildin' Out with Nick. What happened in between that?
In between, there was the very first writer's strike that I experienced. So that wasn't the one. This was like 3 writer's strikes ago. So I'm probably in my 20s. I'm like 23, and the Jamie Foxx show is over now. It's on. There's a writer's strike, so I can't. I'm trying to get on as a writer somewhere. I can't, and so I'm temping. You know, just doing the Hollywood Shuffle. So I'm temping at this insurance company in Calabasas that I had to drive to and wear slacks and shit every day. And I was there, and then I had met Nick through my uncle. Will Smith and my uncle were going to do a show for Nick. Nick was 16 years old. That's when I met Nick. We became cool. So in between all that, you know, I was working at this place, and Nick called me and says, you know, man, I got this movie called Drumlines coming out, and I got a record deal. I need somebody to come on the road, man. I said, dude, I'm trying to be a writer. I'm not trying to do all that shit. Like, I'm trying to be a writer. He was like, nah, man, like, we'll write shit together. I promise you, we'll do some stuff. Just come on the road with me. And I just happened to be getting laid off. And then
God's time.
Let me tell you something. The one thing that I look back at my life, and I'm gonna turn 50 this year, and I go, everything was God.
Yeah.
Everything was God going, oh no, here, I'm gonna get you to where you want to go. But the problem with most people is they don't say I have a destination, so they don't go nowhere. If you don't put a destination into your navigation, you can't go nowhere. Yeah. So I said, I want to do this. And I said it out loud. I want to do this. I thought I was going to work on a TV show. I was going to move my way up. God was like, no, I got a plan for you. You're going to get there, but you're going to go a different route. I went on the road with Nick. And the cool thing about that is it's me and Nick on the road. And now I get to go to all the BET Awards.
I was say, you were
106 in Park. I'm with my celebrity homeboy who's hot.
He was,
as fish grease right now.
That's right when Drumline came out?
Drumline had just dropped. And so he's doing a movie here, we're going here. I get a chance to travel the world with my homeboy.
Yeah.
And make money.
Yeah.
I wasn't making stupid money, but it was money.
Heck yeah.
I was like,
plus connections and network.
Yeah, so I'm meeting all these people. I get to go to spring break. I'd never been to spring break in college. I get to go to spring break. I went to 3 spring breaks one summer.
Damn.
And with my celebrity homeboy who's hosting it.
Right, that was probably a great time.
And then it was like, down the line, it was like, he was like, yo, I got this thing that I want to do. We put it together. I mean, we shot the thing at the Comedy Union, very small venue. Nick took his own money, he shot it, and we sent it to MTV. They said, we love it. We'll do it. Kevin Hart was in the pilot.
Yeah.
Then he got big on Soul Plane, and he did the second pilot.
Okay.
For the network. Then they picked up 8 episodes, and then I came off the road with Nick. I was having a son, and then Wild 'N Out was born, and then Wild 'N Out went away for 4 years. So we did the first 4 seasons, and then Wild 'N Out went away for about 4 years, and but they were still running it like
so we didn't even realize it.
Oh, I did. I did. I wasn't working, and during that time, like I built other relationships. And I got the For the Love of Ray J. I got that kind of put together and all that. So I was making a little money, and then years later, Nick had the opportunity to bring it back to either MTV or MTV2. And so he says, I want to be a big fish in a small pond. So we all took pay cuts, and we went back to MTV2. Went back to MTV2, broke all the records and numbers. Then we went back to MTV proper, bigger budgets. Oh yeah. And then
they said we need y'all to come back over here to this man.
Yeah, because it's a rerunnable show.
Yeah.
And people will watch it no matter what. Evergreen, it doesn't matter.
You're right about that.
So
reality TV, you had a spin in that as well?
Yeah, so I used to play in the NBA E-League. And it was
I remember that.
Yeah, it was a dope ass league where all the celebrities and shit would play ball, and I was playing with Ray J, and then Nick and I had done a pilot with 51 Minds. It's a big production company that do they were like the kings of reality. And so I got cool with the owner, and I said, yo man, you guys are doing that, what's the Flavor of Love shit? I said, would you ever do one with the dude, Ray J, who did the tape with Kim? And this is fresh off the tape.
Damn.
And he's like,
that was a glorious time back then, Patrick.
Yeah. And then he was like, yeah, bring him in. So we took a meeting, we pitched the show, and that money got me through the next couple of years. Because then they did a season 2 and they had to pay me again. I was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, because I was a man with no country. Nick had married Mariah, and I was lost.
You was left out here.
I was in the streets by myself trying to figure it out. And then he brought it back, the show back, and then for the last, 10 some years, we've been working on that, and it's been good. And
But you never stop believing.
Nah.
You never stop believing in your dreams. You never stop believing in yourself, and you never stop believing in God. And
that is the
what
key.
gets you there.
That's it.
You did
Absolutely.
reality TV. I want to see the differences between doing something like producing and and having a hand in something like For the Love of Ray J to 90 Day Fiancé.
Yeah.
How was being on set when it comes to that?
I mean, like, in what regards?
Like the process, the filming, how did their structure? What was that like?
For me, it was just like talking about what I was going through in my private life. At that time, I was being stuck in a toxic relationship, and I was not aware of my strength as a woman. And I was just trying to figure out what my next step was gonna be. And I was happy to be able to express myself and talk about it, So it was just me talking about.
That's all the whole show was?
How did you get on that show?
Just like I didn't even know the show like to begin with, because we don't have it in France. It's like in every single country in the world but France. So we don't have it in France.
They're
on
too
TV.
sophisticated.
Yeah, they don't play that big. Y'all got Love Is Blind? That's my shit. You watch Love Is Blind?
All that.
That's my shit.
Love it.
And so, I started watching that show with my ex at that time. He introduced me to that show, and then we applied, and next thing I know, we're in that show. And it's just like, about showing that you don't have to lose yourself for anybody. Nobody is worth losing yourself for. Like,
That's correct.
You have to choose yourself first. And that's what I learned, and I feel like I'm happy I got to have a voice through that show.
Nice.
And to show women out there that we can lead the way towards getting where we want to be, because like I know who I am, I know where I want to be, and I'm going to get there. And I don't need a man to get where I want to be. So I feel like I'm grateful for the show to be able to show that, we can survive, we can be who we want to be, and it's okay, I am my most beautiful love story.
That's good.
Oh, I love that.
That's nice.
I love that.
That's a
I
nice.
love that.
Okay.
Girl, you better get you a man. Stop
Yeah,
playing.
right. Was it easier doing
We're not unimportant.
No. I don't need y'all. Well, gee, Willigers. Reality TV, scripted TV, film. What was the differences between those for you?
Well,
What did you find?
I
What did you
started in
find most?
scripted, and I love scripted. I love telling stories, and then I got into this unscripted space, which, it's taken care of me. But my love is scripted, and I want to get back to that, but it's like I just haven't gotten back all the way. Like I write stuff with Bentley sometimes.
Yeah.
And, I've written some other scripted stuff that we've sold, but it's like I kind of want to get back to that. But then I'm looking at how long do I want to work? You know what I mean? Like, can I get another 5 years or 10 years out of this shit and then retire?
Yeah.
So, I'm just looking at the exit strategy now. You know what I mean? Like, I got to start living my life. Not start, because
You've been living.
I've been living.
It was great.
But like I want to focus more on that
Yeah.
than work, because when you hit that mid-century mark of almost 50, you start going, hey, I gotta.
Yes,
I if I want to go do some traveling and do some things that I really want to do, I can't do that at 70.
Yeah.
But people start going, oh, I'll do it later. No.
You don't know if it is.
Imagine being a woman.
Later
That's
is not
even worse.
promised.
We have less time than you guys.
To travel?
No, you
We
don't.
have less time to do everything.
You guys live longer than we do.
They live longer.
If we
People
want to
care
have
about
kids,
y'all
Well,
more.
yeah,
we
if
want to
you-
build a
that's true.
career, if we want to build a relationship, like we're on a time frame for everything.
Yeah.
And then like thing we want to hear is calm down, relax. Like, no, don't tell me that. Like, do not even go there. Because like, it's
that's
like
true.
we have to always be multitasking. That's our daily life as a woman.
Yeah, I think I mean,
Can't argue the woman.
I can't argue that. I can't argue that. I'm not even going to try.
It's a losing battle.
It is.
I concur.
It is. Yep.
I concur.
Exactly what you said.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Was there a person or a moment throughout your career or upbringing that gave you like a piece of advice, or was there a situation that really like sparked something or that resonated with you that you still stick with?
Man, there's been so many
something
different.
that you can tell. So
many different quotes.
Give them to me.
I mean, it's. I couldn't even. I would have to just write a list.
Let me rephrase it. Let me ask you this, and like, for a new creator, producer, someone aspiring to go on a journey like yours, what would you suggest for them? Like, what would you tell for them?
I would say read The Alchemist. Go crazy and read something from David Goggins that tells you about pain and everything you have to go through to get to success.
Yeah.
And read anything from a winner.
Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan, like I read Phil Jackson's book.
Great. Okay.
You have to learn from winners. You have to. You have to. If you just read what winners do, you'll start putting it all together for yourself. But you have to
that's what you do,
figure
study
out
the greatest.
I mean, I watched people that were good at what they did, and I just paid attention to that. And I was like, he's doing that. I need to start doing some of that. And then when I started reading a little bit more, when I was on the road with Nick, we used to read all the time. And Nick is a really, like, stupid, smart guy that people are like, they don't even understand that.
Yeah,
like, the kid is absolutely brilliant. And so we used to read a lot of books when we were on the road, on planes all the time. And he would give me books. We talk about manifestation and all that. Like, he's the king of manifestation, like the king. And when you start learning all of these traits about different things and just how to win and how people have gotten to the wins.
They lost so much.
They lost. You cannot
That's
be
the
afraid to
only way.
fail. Nick Cannon is not afraid to fail.
Nobody became a winner without losing.
Absolutely.
Nobody.
Nobody's undefeated.
But it's just how you treat it, how you see the loss, and how you become grateful about it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, that's what's a game changer in life. Because like I touched the bottom pit and I was feeling sorry for myself. I was crying. And then one day I just stopped. And I became feeling grateful for what I had. Even though it was not a lot, it was still mine. And nobody could take it away from me. And when I realized that and I turned to God and I started praying, that's when stars began aligning for me.
That's it.
God always gonna be there.
God always gonna be there. Speaking of losses, I gotta go. But spend a little bit more time with her.
Okay.
Because I feel like I've hijacked the whole thing.
Yeah.
No,
But-
we're at the end, really.
I gotta run.
Okay.
You got one last one for
I
me?
sure do. Let's do this last with the movies.
Let's go.
With you picking the joint.
Because I'm already a half hour late. Because the hosts were late.
Oh, come
The
on.
hosts were late.
Here, I'm gonna give it to you.
Let's see. You gonna set up the question?
Read it, Brandon, because you got it.
Okay. The question is, top comedies of the 2000s. Which top 5 comedies would you like to see a black version of? And you think they would do well in the box office?
So I want to see an original movie of a black thing. I don't necessarily want to remake other people's stuff black.
white
Now we
movie,
can
like
do
that.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I want to have our own original shit that's our story.
Okay.
Now.
Yeah, what
for
kind
the-
of crazy ass question is this?
Well,
KP?
yeah, that's stupid. But I will answer the question,
Take a white
and
movie,
I
make it
will.
black.
I will take these Caucasian movies and make them black. Now, American Pie, I think is great.
I agree.
I think I love those coming of age stories.
So do I. My
Step
favorite.
Brothers, undeniably funny.
They're good just like they are. Just leave them alone.
They are, yes. Step Brothers, unbelievable funny.
Yep.
School of Rock is a classic.
People don't. I'm surprised you've seen that. I feel like a lot of people
School of
haven't
Rock.
seen School of Rock like
School of Rock is a absolute classic. But we also had those similar movies that were black movies that Whoopi Goldberg did.
that. Sister Act.
Sister Act.
Yes.
So so we have that. Let's see. Wedding Crashers is always a classic.
Yep. You haven't seen anything like that for the brothers. That's what I'm saying.
I know, but you got Scary Movie on here.
They put it because it was on the list, so they don't qualify it as a black movie. Scary Movie is.
I asked Will Smith this one time. I said, "Oh, so you're doing I Am Legend? Is that a black movie? You're the black star,
and you're the only one.
So is it a black movie or not?
Essentially, yes.
Yeah, it is a fucking black movie.
It is.
Yeah.
Scary Movie.
Any movie where you got one black star, motherfucker, it's a black movie.
I don't know, nah.
Oh, you don't want it to be?
I want it to be.
Then let it be.
You can do that.
Then let it fucking be.
Because Scary
Any Will
Movie-
Smith movie is a fucking black movie.
Yeah.
Focus. Him and Margot.
All of them. Black lead, it's a black movie.
Men in Black. Him and Tommy.
Black movie. All of them.
Okay. Django Unchained. Jamie Foxx.
Was he the motherfucking star?
Django is
The blackest movie in black.
Was he the star?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a reason for Tarantino to say nigger a bunch of times.
Yeah.
He just was obsessed with the word.
Leonardo wasn't a fan of that. Did you know that?
He shouldn't have been.
He did. Yeah,
He shouldn't have been.
They had to pull that out of him.
Let me tell you something. I love Tarantino's work,
Yeah.
but he's so obsessed with the word nigger.
Is he?
Remember this. Watch Pulp Fiction. He's in the movie. He has a black wife. And he says, dead nigger storage. Does it look like he loves the word nigger. Jackie Brown,
He
nigga.
likes black people a lot though. Quentin loves us.
Nah. A lot of white people love black people. But he's obsessed with the word nigger.
Yeah.
So he put himself in the movie so he could tell another black man, hey, do you think that's dead? Does my house look like dead nigger storage? Come on, Jules. This is your black friend who has a black wife named Bonnie. Watch the movie.
Oh, you remember the movie?
He was.
You remember
I've never
this.
seen him in
He
any
said
of
it
his
was one
other
of his favorite
movies.
He pop up in the.
Yeah, but
tried
he
to make a
popped
little
up to say dead nigger storage.
Yeah.
Hey, because I don't store dead niggers.
You remember that?
Have you ever had your white friend tell you some shit like that?
Nope.
And you have a black wife? Now, I fuck with his movies.
It's phenomenal.
But that bullshit.
They got him above Spielberg
Watch
in the
that.
power rankings.
What's
It's crazy to me.
Just look up the nigga count on Jackie Brown. Just
Jackie Brown? I was gonna say maybe the Hateful Eight. It might maybe with anything with Samuel L. though.
he
Samuel L.
don't
gonna go crazy.
he don't miss with the word nigga, and it's not nigga, it's nigger. So
Samuel L. You got
not to
that
taint.
damn nigga on
I
that-
can't
on that.
do
Maybe.
anything to taint fucking Quentin Tarantino, but I go. I know people like you. You can't wait to say nigga. You can't wait. And now you gave yourself a reason. I'm gonna put myself in the movie. So fuck him for that.
Oh, but he's a great.
Yeah, he's a great man. Like R. Kelly's a great. I don't fuck what he did. You know what I mean? That's fuck shit that he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, let's flip. Let's wrap it up and we'll come back with Cloud. Let me at least get this intro now. Can you tell them where they can find you and what you got coming up next?
You can find me. Just look up Nile Evans. NILEEVANS. You'll find me.
Easily.
Yeah, I have a son with the same name, but I look better. How about that? No, he's a better version of me.
Yeah. Amara saying, let him know. Amara.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, Amira_90day.
I am more on everything. You already know. Check out Suckers on Tubi, Prime, everything.
That's it. Now we're
That's
gonna
it.
let you
Oh,
out.
we're
Stop.
rap now?
About to wrap it, yo.
How about
Okay?
that? I got people calling me right now.
Hey, tell them to wait a second. Hey,
Tell them you apologize.
Episode of Movies and Models. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm your boy KP. Subscribe, follow, like, all of that. DM now. Let them know you want to be on the next edition of Wild 'N Out, whatever else you got coming.
I'm going to send y'all notes.
Oh, yeah.